I am in a state for this game engine to where I think I can at least run Pong, and Pong will work on Android, Windows, Linux, Mac. I haven't tested in the browser recently. Ooh, that's a segmentation fault. Oh, I wonder if I'm using Wayland, but Raylib is designed to use X11. Maybe I can grep for it. XDG session type Wayland. How do I deal with that? Does Raylib support that? Does Raylib support Wayland? Yes, Raylib supports Wayland, but it is generally not enabled by default and may require installing development packages. Okay, so I probably need to tell VC package to enable Wayland support for Raylib. So if we go into VC package ports and look for Raylib, hopefully there is a Wayland option in here somewhere. So Raylib might support Wayland, but at least in VC package, the option isn't there. Let me check the port file. It could also be that I just don't have Wayland installed in my dev container. And maybe Raylib would automatically pick up the Wayland dependencies. Let's search the repo. GLFW has, okay, that makes more sense. So GLFW has to have Wayland. So let me check GLFW. Maybe the flag is in there. FW. Okay, there it is. GLFW3. Dev container does not have Wayland installed, would be my guess. Yep, failed to find Wayland scanner. So what all do I need to install to make this work? Isn't there like a lib Wayland? There we go. Okay, so I probably need to get that added to my dev container then. Lib Wayland dev. Let's try this again. See, we want GLFW to build with Wayland. Something's happening. If I can get this to work, I'm gonna make sure I can still run this in the web browser. Okay, so everything configured, dependencies built. So I'm gonna build the project. That built, and it installed into GCC release installed bin awin. So let's see if we can run it. Oh, I mean, it works. Everyone agree? I think something I'm noticing is I don't have a window title. With Wayland, it's kind of on you to draw your title bar, your close, maximize, minimize buttons. It's like, it's just purely on you. And so I think, now I don't know if GLFW provides that support, but I might need to get another library that handles drawing window titles for Wayland. I'm gonna have to Google and figure that out. I'm not looking forward to having to render my own window title. I just kind of want this to work. I'm also noticing that this didn't resize. And again, this is probably a Wayland issue. It does resize. It just... I don't know why it doesn't resize to the full screen. You know what? This is why AI exists. I don't have to look this up anymore. AI can do it for me. Okay, well that should be easy. Let's try that first. We'll see if AI got it right. That means I need to do an apt install libdecor -0 dev, I guess. Interesting. Libdecor depends on libjpeg, so that kind of tells you that it uses JPEG to render your min, max, and close icons. Okay, so libdecor is installed. So I need to force VC package to rebuild GLFW3. So one way to do that is we need to basically remove Raylib and GLFW and save the JSON file, which will immediately cause VC package to uninstall. It's okay if it fails. We removed our packages. Then I also want to make sure that I don't have any like local cached VC package dependencies. Inside here, there should be a .cache folder with a VC package directory. And if we look in here, we'll have archives. That's what we want to get rid of. So we'll remove that. We'll go back to our workspace. With that cleared out, with GLFW removed, I'm also going to get rid of the build trees, downloads, and packages, because those are all the stuff that VC package downloads and builds. And then I'll put this stuff back. And if this works, then when GLFW goes to build, it will see that libdecor exists and will provide a solution to rendering a title bar, assuming it's all set up to actually do that. So we build, it built, it installed to this location. So let's try and run it again, moment of truth. We have a title bar. Look, we got a title bar. We have a title bar. We still got an issue we gotta fix, but that's okay. As for why we aren't resizing correctly, I can only guess because this was working on X11 platforms and on Windows. Oh, you know what else might be happening? I'm scaling my output to 200% because I'm on a 4K monitor. High DPI. Okay, so I don't need it. Where do we create the window? Config flag resizable. So we should be able to do config flag high DPI. And if we compile that, run it again. Oh, there we go. All right, we're back in business. This got this working for Wayland. That's good. I don't know what the implications are of this if we try to rerun this on a X11 display, such as Windows Subsystem for Linux and Ubuntu. That's a future me problem.